Hey there, YouTube. I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Hope y'all had a nice weekend. It was cloudy here the whole weekend. I think last week we switched over. We went from not a cloud in the sky to it's been cloudy every day. Now it's rained a good bit today, but there's also been clear periods, and as soon as I'm done with this video, I'm going to go spend a little time in the park. But today I want to talk to you about the main reason the raw food diet works for me after 9 years, the secret. Guys, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, I'd appreciate if you go down and hit that subscribe button now, then click on the little bell and check send notifications so you'll stay subscribed to the channel. And let me do a quick little plug here. I haven't done it since, except for that one time. I've got these blank recipe books up on Amazon. I'll put a link down below. People are all, like I mentioned the first time I showed this, I'm sure if you're like me, you got little scraps of paper with recipes on them. You've got them written down on your phone. You got them stashed here and there where you can consolidate in one place. It's a real simple book. It's got a table of contents and then just simple the name of the recipe from the kitchen, where you got it from, the ingredients, the directions, and the notes. And like I say, I'll put a link to that down below. So what is the main reason the raw food diet works for me after 9 years? It all boils down to one thing: consistency. Consistency, consistency, consistency. That's the biggest trait of all. If you look at the people that have been successful for more than about 15 minutes on a raw food diet, they've been consistent at what they do. And the people that fail, they don't. Now, what do I mean by consistency? There's a lot of different ways I believe that I've been consistency over the years. I've been consistent and I don't jump back and forth. Now, yes, as I've progressed, as I've evolved, I learn more. I do things differently. I change some things. But like I've said from day one on here, I don't jump. I don't make all of a sudden have a revelation and go, I'm going to change it up completely because I didn't get some sort of result I wanted in 3 days. That's what too many people do on this lifestyle, in my opinion, is they're just always jumping around. It's like they do something for 2 weeks. I've heard people, I see it posted online. I've even had people ask me, I've seen comments where people have done something for 2 or 3 weeks and they just dismiss it. Well, it didn't work for me. It didn't work for me in 2 or 3 weeks. Or they don't get rid of it altogether. And this is why so many of the raw food people, and a lot of the raw food people with their channels and their big presence too, they're always, have you ever noticed why after years they never really keep rising? They're just always kind of up and down, up and down, up and down. Oh, I had a major, and they have a little freak out and I didn't do this and I'm eating differently because they're jumping around this little gimmicky stuff and trying to grab onto the latest trend. And I'm going to do an island here and I'm going to do a juice thing here. Consistency. It's all about eating whole foods, fruits, vegetables, greens, sprouts, and just doing it over and over and over and over. I mean, like I say, I think I'm just going to become a broken record and mention this in every video about what my motivation. You got to find your real motivation. I don't even know how to answer people's questions sometimes if they're not coming from the same mindset or the way that I look at things. I don't know how to tell you how to do something. I don't know how to lay out a program where you'll just magically do it. I do this. I don't think about doing this. I don't try to do this. It's just I know why I started this in the first place. And it's I don't have health care. I treated my body horribly, drank hard for a lot of years, ate bad for a lot of years, did a lot of bad things to my body, smoked cigarettes often. I was never a heavy smoker, but I smoked off and on for many years. And for me, it's not about okay, well, I'm going to do the best I can. No, F that. It ain't about do the best I can. It's about every bite of food I put into my body, up to the point of being a fanatic. Now, I'm not absolutely okay, I have to have just the right amount of fat every day. I have to just the right amount of this, but I'm always putting good things in my body. I'm not having these cheat days, or it's all relative, I suppose. When I'm not eating something that's on my everyday or this is my highest version, it's still not bad. About probably to most of the raw people, the worst thing I do out there is I have steamed sweet potatoes. but I've been consistent over time. Now, yes, like I say, I've been consistent in my process. That's even more consistent than the foods I eat day to day, because yes, it's evolved. The way I'm eating right now isn't exactly how I was eating 5, 6 years ago, but my process has been the same. It's like I learned something new, I integrate it into my regular eating, my food, my day to day, and then it just becomes part of it. It goes back to eat. Are you eating for taste? There's a lot of psychology that's wrapped up in there too, because we've eaten a certain way our whole life and we've had a certain mentality about our food. Like I say, it's taste versus nutrition. I'm always thinking nutrition. Once again, not to say that it has to be either or. Like I just finished a salad a little while ago. I love my salad. I don't sit down and just shove a salad in my mouth like wish I was eating something else. No, I enjoy all my food, but that's not the concern. And a lot of times that's how my next meal goes. Like, let's say today I have had ice cream and I had some almond butter in my ice cream this morning. So it also dictates what I have next, like next, okay, what salad dressing am I going to have on my salad? Well, I've had my heavy amount. Like, when I say heavy, not heavy, I use probably a tablespoon and a half of almond butter. But I'm like, okay, well, we're not going to go heavy. We'll use some omega-3. So in my salad dressing, all the fat that's in there is a couple of tablespoons of hemp seeds. And if let's say I had sprouts on my salad today, but let's say I hadn't had a salad today, and then I had a green smoothie this afternoon. Well, then I'm going to toss those sprouts into my green smoothie, because I try to get my sprouts every day. And it's not about they don't mess up the taste of this. You can taste them just a little bit. There's a little bit more of an earthiness to the green smoothie, but taste wise, yes, I prefer them without my sprouts. But if I haven't had my sprouts, I like to get my sprouts every day, so I put them in there. So I'm not just willy-nilly coming up to every meal going, let me see, what do I want to eat right now? No, it's because I'm eating to get my nutritional needs, and that's been consistent. Even though I look back, 4 or 5 years ago, some of the things I'm doing and kind of shake my head a little bit. I've been consistent in using the knowledge I had at the time, using what I know at the time, and being diligent about getting those things every day. And I've done that over and over and over 9 years, till I've gotten to the point where I am now, to where I have, I feel each year my diet's getting more and more complete. I think last year the sprouts were a big addition to it. I'd like to get some maybe once this house is sold and I'm settled somewhere else, I'd like to add the microgreens. That would be a next layer. I already focus on getting my greens in, but I don't know. Now I don't think there's going to be big changes. It's just tweaking. So the tweaking could be let's have microgreens every day, or let's expand the sprouts instead of just having the legumes. I'm pretty much on the lentil thing. I'd like to be sprouting all kind of stuff, because there's so much nutrition in those sprouts. I would also too, like I say, I'm not going to start becoming a juicer in the sense that I'm going to live on juice or do a lot of heavy juicing, but I'd like to add wheatgrass juice. I grew some for a little while, but it just kind of got to be cumbersome after a while, and it didn't end up turning out all that good. But I'd love to have some juice every day. But anyhow, that has nothing to do with it. It's about the consistency. You're never going to be successful on this lifestyle, whether you want to lose weight, whether you want to clear up your skin, whether you've got digestive issues, whether you have whatever kind of issues you have. This lifestyle is not going to really give you, I won't say it's useless, because anytime you're putting good stuff in your body, it's good. But until you're consistent with it all the time, you're not going to get the benefits that you would, or that you could, out of this diet. And that's why so many people are just up and down, or they're always trying to do it. You've never been consistent with it. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, whatever you got to do, lock yourself away or whatever. But if you can do this, if you could ever get yourself 2 or 3 months where you really dial in and you're really feeding yourself how you should be fed and you're getting the nutrition, it's like getting high, and then you're going to continue to chase that high. So anyhow, that's just my 2 cents on the subject. Just kind of wanted to do a quickie with you. Sorry I didn't get one on Friday, but hope you guys enjoyed this one today. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. And I will see you tomorrow in a couple of days. Peace.